Hey, what's up guys, this is Vesper. I'm finally awake during the Street Fighter V trailer. Anyways, Rainbow Mika joins the cast for Street Fighter V. She only appeared in Alpha 3, and Ono did give us a hint saying that his wish finally came true, so we knew that it was going to be our Mika or Ingrid or something. I'm sure we can all agree that we're happy it's not Blanca. Anyways guys, I'm going to try to break down this trailer the best I can, piece by piece. This is a tough one, man. I was really confused when I was watching this trailer because honestly I don't know much about our Mika. But let's talk about the basic stuff first. First off, aesthetically, our Mika looks pretty similar to what she did before in Alpha 3. She didn't change much like Birdie, for example. Now, gameplay wise, it's very obvious that our Mika is a grappling character. There are a ton of throws in this trailer. And she's a true grappling character, not like Birdie, who's kind of like a hybrid. But the biggest thing that stands out from her fighting style in this trailer is that her wrestling partner is randomly coming on the screen and attacking the opponent while she's obviously freely able to move. Her partner's name is Yamato Nadeshiko. I hope I pronounced that right. I'm just reading this straight from the wiki. But anyways, they're in the same wrestling organization. Now before I break this down piece by piece, I want to talk to you guys about her V-skill and her V-trigger specifically, because in the trailer we actually don't see our Mika's V-skill at all because Capcom Unity did a post about her and explained some stuff for us. So let's read that post. Our Mika pulls at our trusty microphone and gives a heart-pumping monologue to the crowd. The longer the buttons are held down, the more powerful her normal and special throws become. During her monologue stage, she is able to absorb one hit from the opponent and can also cancel the speech at any time by letting go of the buttons, causing her to fling the mic at the opponent. Okay, so I guess the way this works is, if you just tap her V-skill, just tap the medium buttons, she'll grab the microphone and then throw it at the opponent, so it's basically just a projectile. But if you choose to hold down the V-skill instead, she'll start yelling and yapping on her mic and basically talking shit, and then as she's doing this, she's continuing to power up her future normal and command throw attacks. And then when you finally do let go of the buttons, she'll throw her mic anyways. So I guess she'll gain V-gauge when she actually throws the mic at the opponent, whether they block or they get hit by it. That's how she'll gain bar. And then the concept of this is to get your opponent to come after you, similar to how Birdie eats a donut, for example. But when she's doing this, she also gains one hit of armor. So when you're wide open and you're yelling in the mic and stuff, if the opponent jumps in on you and he just does one attack, you could probably just, after you absorb that hit, you can toss the mic at him anyways. I would actually need some footage of this to see how slow it is in general, but I don't know, this is a pretty cool V-skill, like it suits her personality. And this is the kind of stuff I want from V-skills in general. I don't like it being like borrowed attacks from previous games. Like I want it to be something completely original to the character, and that's exactly what this is. Her yelling at the mic and, you know, throwing at the opponent. I wouldn't say it's exactly anti-zoning, but it's definitely something that suits her because it makes the opponent want to come towards her, which is what she wants. Okay, now for the V-trigger. Let's read the Unity post. Her V-trigger is called Nadeshiko. Now this is wrestling. Depending on the direction held during the V-trigger activation, our Mika's faithful tag team partner will deliver a surprising high-flying attack at the opponent from different angles. Neutral, body splash from above, hold back, drop kick from the front, or hold forward, drop kick from behind. The different variations keep opponents guessing and afraid to hit buttons, perfectly setting up our Mika's damaging command throws. So this looks like another very unique V-trigger, and that's what we want, man. We don't want plain Jane install V-triggers. We want something that really adds stuff to the game. So I'm really happy about this. Alright, so I guess the way her V-trigger works is you tap her V-trigger with a different direction. So if you go neutral when you do it, your partner will come from the sky and then come straight down and then body slam them. If you hold back, she'll come straight forward the direction that our Mika is facing. And if you hold forward when you press her V-trigger, she'll come from behind the opponent. But the tricky part is you activate it and she won't come for a few seconds later. So what this does is our Mika looks like she's completely recovered after she activates. So she can move freely and do whatever she wants. So this is kind of like a projectile that comes out of nowhere. So our Mika can set up, you know, tick throws with this, or she can combo into it if she happens to land the opponent during this time. And probably if the opponent's attacking you, they're going to get knocked right out of their combo because her partner's going to come no matter what. So like I said, man, this is really unique. I like this. She doesn't seem like a very simple character to use, honestly, because you have to have a lot of setups planned for her. And I can't wait to see what people are going to come up with this character, honestly. Since her V-trigger is like a one-time use kind of thing, I'm guessing she's going to have 2 stocks of V-gauge. Hopefully Capcom gives her one, though. We need that one stock character somewhere. Alright, so now that we know what her V-skill and V-trigger is, let's get on with the footage itself, and I'll try my best to figure out what the hell is going on here. So the way we're going to do this is, I've broken down the trailer in fragments of every different scene, and I kind of put together the scenes that have relation to each other just to make it easier to explain things. But honestly guys, I really don't know what the hell I'm talking about because I don't know anything about this character, so let's just get started. Okay, so remember guys, I rearranged the order of this trailer, so we're just looking at her normal attacks right now. So this looks like her command normal from Alpha 3, which is forward medium kick. Her medium kick looks exactly the same, but her command normal, she has some forward momentum to it. She can also hold back and press it as well. It's kind of like a Sobot kick, I guess. But I'm guessing in this game, Street Fighter V, it's her command normal just because she has the same forward momentum. It's definitely high profile and it crushes low attacks. Okay, next normal attack. In Alpha 3, this is her crouching medium punch. Definitely looks like a great anti-air, similar to Birdie's crouching medium punch, I guess. But I definitely think it's still her crouching medium punch just because of the sound in the trailer. It doesn't sound like a heart attack. Okay, so we're looking at two clips side by side. I'm assuming this is her back throw and her forward throw. There are a lot of throws in this trailer, and these are the only ones that make sense to me of being just normal, regular throws. Okay, now we're looking at something very unique to Street Fighter V. We're looking at Mika's V reversal, but we see that she follows up with it with a grab. Now, is this automatic, or is this something to do with an input afterwards? I think it's automatic because we know that there's two V reversals in Street Fighter V now. So one of this is like a throw, and the other one probably like a different throw. Now, I said I wanted more unique V reversals to the game, and we finally got one, so this is pretty cool. Okay, so this next clip, I got two things to talk about. For now, just focus all your attention on the throw that she's doing to Vega. The throw she does on Vega looks very similar to the one that she does on Vega when she does her V reversal, which was like the Stone Cold Stunner or some shit. When she does the Stone Cold Stunner on the V reversal, she has both her arms around Vega's head and she like drops straight down. Whereas this one, she kind of leaps forward, stretches out her legs, and she has one arm around Vega's head. But they look very similar to begin with. Now the second thing to mention about this clip is this is where we get to see her neutral V trigger. And it combos, or OTGs I guess, after her throw. Now this doesn't look useless like Bison's where they can just quick recover from it. It actually looks like it literally combos into them and they can't do anything about it. They take this extra damage. The flip side is that you have to set this up, so you have to activate your neutral V trigger and then land this grab and then time it so that when her assist comes down, it knocks them right as they're about to recover. Alright, next part. She does this jumping attack. It looks like her jumping hard kick because it's the same animation from Alpha 3. And then she does this new attack. I couldn't find it in Alpha 3. It's probably a new command normal, probably a back hard punch. But it knocks them up in the air and it sets them up for an EX air grab. Now I couldn't find an air grab where it starts from the ground and then grabs the opponent in the air from Alpha 3, but she has a command grab that you have to already be in the air. I think it's called wingless airplane, but that's the closest thing that we can find. So this is a really important part of the trailer. It shows us how long it takes for the assist after you activate the V trigger to actually appear on the screen. This is her forward input with V trigger, where the assist comes from behind the opponent, and you can see it's just a few seconds afterwards. And Mika can move around and block and do whatever she wants. She pokes Vega with a standing light punch and just keeps him occupied. And then when the V trigger hits him, you can see he floats in the air for a long ass time. It looks really, really easy to follow up if the V trigger actually hits the opponent. Finally, after Vega gets hit by the V trigger, Mika follows up with the normal version of her air command grab, where we saw the EX version in the clip I showed you guys before. Alright, so in this clip, it looks like she's doing a jumping hard punch just by the way it sounds. Couldn't find anything similar in Alpha 3. And then she follows up with what I think is a standing medium punch. Once again, just judging from the sound, couldn't find the animation. And then she does her Flying Peach special attack from Alpha 3. This was done by doing core circle back and punch. Alright, three things to talk about in this clip. First, let's talk about that jumping double kick attack she does. This is her standing hard kick animation from Alpha 3, but in this clip it looks like she's charging it. It looks like it takes some time to go out. Like kind of like drop kick from Raiden from SNK. So I'm not sure if you can charge it. I'm not sure if it just has a long startup animation. Now the second thing to mention is we get to see the final variation of Mika's V trigger. This is by holding back and pressing V trigger, where the assist comes straight towards the opponent where Mika is facing. Now the last thing about this clip is that we see Mika's EX version of her Flying Peach, which looks like a Rekka. So her standing hard kick, or whatever that double kick attack is, causes another juggled state, and then the Flying Peach is like a 3-hit Rekka. Now I'm showing you guys two clips side by side. This is obviously another command grab. I think this is the one where she cartwheels towards the opponent and grabs them. Not sure. I just know it's a command grab because the EX version looks exactly the same. We know this has nothing to do with her V trigger because when the assist flies on the screen, she's flashing yellow with our Mika, so that's how you know it's not her V trigger. So this part is really strange in the trailer. She does like what it looks like another special command grab on Vega, and she throws him into the wall, and then he collides with it, and then he's stunned for a bit. Now, does this mean that if our Mika's on one side of the screen, she'll throw him all the way to the other side, or she just throws him a bit and eventually he falls down if he doesn't collide with anything? And then she follows up with a slide, and she has this in Alpha 3 as well, her crouching hard kick. I wouldn't doubt that it goes underneath projectiles. Now in this next part here, we see an EX version of her command grab. Is this the same grab from the previous clip I just showed you guys? Because she is tossing him around. This is the EX version. It doesn't look like she tosses him into the wall though, because her assist comes out of nowhere. We know that once again this has nothing to do with her V trigger because her partner is flashing yellow with our Mika, showing that it's just part of the move. Finally, we get to see our Mika's super. It's some kind of run attack. We don't know if it's a grab. We don't know if he can combo to it. We just know she runs towards Vega and gives him the ass to ass. Anyways guys, that's it for the breakdown, man. I'm gonna get some sleep. Leave some comments below. Let me know what you guys think about this character, and I'll read them when I wake up. Take it easy, guys.